Australia. Hardworking, easygoing and always on the move, Australians are known all over the world for our stereotypical culture. But what really makes an Australian? Who are we past the heat, dirt and work? What do we do to relax, unwind and socialise? What makes us slow down? Friends and family are the most important parts in our lives, and to a typical Australian, a classic barbecue friends and family make for the perfect excuse to kick back and relax with a cold beer.
The way that we're perceived by other people is laid back. That's our Aussie way, and just how, you know, things like our barbecues and beers, just an easy put together thing.
We are a nation of ex-convicts and we are known by the rest of the world of not really caring that much and being super laid back and outdoor lifestyle and cooking outdoors when you're working outdoors and out on the land all day. I think there's something very Australian about that.
I think there's different aspects of what makes an Australian, then again how that's perceived from other people. We're definitely seen as very like ochre, outgoing, loud and rowdy people, but I think just someone that's, you know, ready to commit a bit to our so-called religion of, you know, our way of life.
You are a man, you must have shorts, blue singlet, a Cobra hat, a beer and a barbecue. That's what makes an Australian man.
Beer, an expected and cultured part of relaxation. Both the weather and climate of Australia have led to the popularity of beer and working class drinker. It is the typical drink for a hardworking Aussie man. Throw some meat into the equation and you have a perfect mix of Australian culture.
Beer is a very Australian part of life.
Like having a nice barbie and a nice cold beer, it's very manly, sort of stereotype thing. And I guess the whole Aussie factor of how we're stereotyped for our barbecues and cold beers.
Beer and barbecue goes together. You cannot man a barbecue without a beer in your hand.
Barbecues and beer go really well together with Australian culture because we have the kind of climate that is really perfect for outdoor cooking, and there's something very casual about it, which is very in keeping with Australian culture in that we don't care.
Barbecues and beer are thrown together in the one category, but is that always the case? Can there be a true Australian barbecue without beer? Or is beer an ingrained part of barbecue culture?
Beer and barbecue don't always have to go together, but they're best when they do.
You don't always have to have barbecue and beer together. It doesn't have to be that way. We've got people here tonight who are not drinking and it's perfectly normal. They're sitting around having fun with everyone else.
Beer and barbecues don't always have to go together, but to me it is an Aussie tradition.
Drinking beer is kind of the social norm, and barbecues kind of go with beer.
People are the key to true Australian culture. Barbecues are the way in which we can gather together, sharing some food and memories in a true Australian way.
Something about a barbecue that just sort of brings everyone together on a hot day.
Most of all needs people. You can't have a barbecue by yourself, that's kind of boring. You just end up cooking one sausage. It's no fun.
Every barbecue needs friends, family, food.
There's something really Australian about your mates.
Most likely everyone's brought something different and you put it all together and that's the food that you eat and everyone talks and that's what it's all about.
Barbecues are a way that people of all ages, ethnicities and backgrounds can gather together and share in a tradition that shows the true nature of an Australian, as well as spend some hot nights and summer days with your best mates and family. It is the essence of Australia. We are lucky to have such people in our lives and create a way that we can share, laugh and make memories together. We are free, we are Australian.